What's up, everybody? Coming at you from an undisclosed location. Just finished watching the football game. Wow, what a great game. I knew going into it that I would be happy and sad either way because growing up in Los Angeles, we had two teams when I was a kid. We had the Rams and the Raiders, and we lost them both. So now, as a Los Angelino, we don't really, unless you've got relatives somewhere or a second home, you don't really, have a team to root for unless there's like a story. And with both of these two teams, there's a great story. I mean, we have Favre, who's just the tireless, chivalrous kind of represents everything that's great about the game guy, and who's had such a miraculous season. And then you've got Drew Brees and the Saints, who so unbelievably deserve all the success this year because they've just had a great season, and I think it will be their first time in the Super Bowl. So I was rooting for them both, and I was sad to see it end in not just that it was overtime, not that it was overtime, but our overtime rules I think are really silly. My feeling is they were tied up because they both had possession. So why not give them the extra time to have possession again and to see who runs fastest finally or something. I majored in theater, but anyway, congratulations to the Saints. Great team, great city, and I'm sure they're going to be amazing in the Super Bowl. Okay, that's the sports talk. No, it's not. BCS game. Thank you guys for watching. We had so much fun. Flea is such a great guy. We first met through our mutual producer, Rick Rubin. We met in his backyard doing a benefit for a music charity that he was doing. And we sang Ave Maria together as a bass, piano, and vocal duet. And it trio. And we had such a great time that when they asked me to do the national anthem, I thought, hey, let's do that again. Let's do something different. So we decided to kind of do an arrangement that was a little bit different, but we had such a good time, and he can play absolutely anything. He played an amazing bass line before I started singing, but ABC cut it off because they took a commercial that paid them lots of money. So thanks. What else? Okay, I've read some of the disgruntled tweets written by maybe 9 or 10 people, but nonetheless they were in bold letters, and they were repetitive. So I saw them, and I just wanted to address, and always happy to see venting or frustration of any sort because because I want it to be a free forum for you guys to do that, but secondly because it also rings an alarm in my head that we need to talk about something, or that somebody is going into meetings and say leaking information to people that they shouldn't. So let's break it down. And the God's honest truth is that as far as a release date goes, there isn't one. There isn't a release month. There isn't a release date. Nobody has said that this is going to be released in September, but at the same time, it depends on a lot of different things. One is the creative process, and the creative process is one that this time around is just different than anything else that I've done. Is it slower than my personality type would like to go? Yes. It's definitely slower than I know my fans would like it to go. At the same time, is it the same length of time and the same process that my producer, Rick Rubin, has with every artist that he works with, whether it's Neil Diamond or Metallica? Yes, this is no different. If it's one of those, if it were easy, anybody would do it kind of processes that demands an enormous amount out of the artist, and in doing so, I think really creates something that is so honest and really, really a combination of everything in the heart and soul of the artist doing it, and also exactly I think what the fans want to hear. So that in mind, we found, and he's put the very daunting task on me of writing a lot of music. So I've written stuff that I'm extraordinarily proud of. But basically, we've got so many songs that if you're antsy, I'm really jumping out of my skin to get these songs to you guys. What takes a while is that in the arrangement process and in the recording process, if we're going to transcend and do something that is different than what people are expecting, but better hopefully than what people are expecting, it takes a minute to find our groove, to find our formula. And anytime it's not a four-piece band, we're talking at times 50 musicians in a room. So, excuse me. So it's a big ship to turn, and it's if an arrangement on paper isn't right, sometimes it takes a week or 2 weeks to figure out what that arrangement needs to be to make it exactly what it needs to be. So without being kind of, I don't mean to be flippant and say like it'll be ready when it's ready, but in the meantime, I apologize for coming for being excited and wanting to come on here and give you exact months or exact dates that I think it would come out. In the end, the creative process just doesn't work that way. The other thing that it counts on is also, as far as when it's released, that's up to my management and it's up to my record label. It really is. They need to be thinking about the best time possible for us to have the best next 2 years possible. So I know that that is not nearly as important as the creative thing and not nearly as important as you guys being able to hear it. But at the same time, it is something, unfortunately, that the business side of it also thinks of. That said, um, if it winds up being somewhere around September or after the summer, um, my personal promise is that there will be lots of great, great things happening for you and I during that time, whether it be live performances or really making sure that we use the internet to our full advantage to kind of slowly but surely get some of that music out there to you guys before the release date. Um, One of the things I was doing this week in New York was I was meeting with new management, and I am so unbelievably happy where I am in New York. My managers are Peter Mensch and Cliff Bernstein in New York, and we are. They get it. They get it. Get it. Get it. They get you. They get me, and every single person in that office is passionate about one thing, and that is the integrity and the honesty and the energy put into the connection of the music to you guys and the connection between us. And so I feel like a sigh of relief that I can focus now on music. And it's been, without getting into too many details, it's been a kind of a tumultuous year, on the business side of things. It's been a lot of shifts, a lot of changes. Everything's been amicable, but it has not been without its stress on my part. So I want you to know that we are in really good hands now, and so that's about it. I thank you for waiting. I promise you it'll be worth the wait. There isn't a minute goes by, whether it's in a record label meeting or a management meeting or a meeting with Rick and in the studio, that I'm not thinking 100% about our journey, about what you guys want, and I can't wait for what's to come. If you can wait, I can too. So until next time, I will talk to you guys very soon, and keep doing what you're doing. I love hearing the comments from you guys, negative or positive. I want you to write whatever is on your mind, unless it's like, creepy stuff. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Lots of love. Bye.